Cool. Alright, so for those of you that are watching on YouTube, this is going to be a VOD, so I suggest skimming a little bit further forward if you want to actually get to the box review when it starts, because it'll be like a couple of minutes before people actually get in here before we actually start the stream, so... But yeah, it should be fun. I'm just going to go through all the cards today. Maybe we can go through some of the new leaks for the Joey event as well while we're at it. Should be good. Can you link the page? Not for the Jolly's meta thing? I mean, it's not very hard. It looks like it'd be the hardest thing to find, the Jolly's meta thing, but sure. There you go. Alright. OBS on the other screen, make sure I get everything ready. Alright, so as per normal, we'll be starting from shittest cards to best cards. So we'll be starting from the bottom, going to the top. And at the end, that's when we'll try to cover some of this other leaked cards that are from the Joey event, I imagine. So I don't think all these are in the game yet. We see these two are in the game currently. Yeah. So I need to put out my chat, because my chat is currently... behind a fan, so... Alright, cool. OBS and chat. Alright, cool. So we'll start in a little bit once we've got a few more people in here. We only have chat on screen. I mean, do you guys want chat on screen? I never actually, like, put chat on screen before. I can if you like. It's probably not too hard to do. Oops, that's not right. Right, window capture probably. Okay. I don't even know what my chat box is. This one? Oh god. Nope, that's not it. That one. Hey, there's a chat box. Yeah. Where would I even put the fucking chat? It's so fucking bad. Okay, I'm pretty below. Fucking. Now, done. But you can't even see they can't even see the cards on screen. Is that even worth it? Why is it not transparent, dude? I don't know. Either way, we're just going to turn it off because that was a lot of effort for just about nothing. Right side bottom. We can trim it up a little bit. Hang on. There you go. There's a. I have no idea how to make the chat transparent, but actually, I think right side's where the Duel Matters things can pop up. Actually, hang on. Actually, never mind. You can see most of them. Should just scroll up when looking at the cards. It looks so fucking scuffed, actually. Nah, maybe for the normal streams we'll have it on, but I think for this one we're just gonna turn it off. It looks so fucking ugly. In Duel Links now, every mini box is going to be one deck to be top tier. Also, Horizon box is shitty box. Only best thing is Circle for MG. Isn't necessarily true. It's not like guaranteed whether a deck will be top tier or not. Although generally the mini boxes have been pretty fucking good. It's probably because like it's an entire archetype in one box. It's super easy to obtain. So it's certainly a deck you will see a lot of, whichever decks are in the mini box. They're just so easy to obtain. Who the fuck are our Melodious monsters? They're in here. Alright, we've got a few viewers now, we can start. Are you making a duel room after? No, I won't be doing that. Probably tomorrow I'll do one. It'll be the no ban list fucking duel room thing. We have just a bunch of people playing the stupid sprite thing. Woodland sprite, no TKing. Alright, let's start this shit anyway. So as per normal, we'll start from shittest, go to top. Yeah, so. Ninjutsu Art of Mirage. I assume none of these are reprints too, I assume. So, if they are, please let me know, but I assume they're not. Ninjutsu Art of Mirage Transformation. Tribute one ninja monster, then target one monster in your opponent's graveyard. Special summon it to your field. It is also treated as a ninja monster. Okay. When this card leaves the field, send that monster to the graveyard. What a fucking weird card. It takes a monster from your opponent's grave and then makes it a ninja. I mean, it's a good meme, but it's fucking dog shit. The bad thing about cards like this that steal stuff from your opponent's grave is it kind of requires you to be ahead in the first place. You're playing from ahead, so it's just bad, right? If you're getting rid of like your opponent's boss monster because you plan to steal it, you've already gotten rid of your opponent's boss monster, so you're already currently winning. So it's kind of weird to send that big monster to the grave, then steal it. Like, it's just kind of dumb. Now, there's some things that it might be useful for, especially because it makes that monster into a ninja. But I don't see this card getting any actual play. Seems pretty average. There's no reprints on the new cards. Nice. Yeah, so this one seems, I think it's pretty average. Kind of what you would expect from a normal card. Alright. First Melodious card. Melodious Illusion. Target one Melodious monster you control. This turn, that face art monster you control is unaffected by your opponent's spell or trap effects. And it can make a second attack during each battle phase. That's kind of interesting. So it's kind of like the spell card. Like called Forbidden something. Similar to Lance, is it? Time once I feel this card loses, but it's unaffected. But yeah, so this card got a lot of play recently because it kind of like counters things like Floodgate and Canadia because you can activate in response. But it's a quick play card, so it's kind of like something you can use from hand as opposed to having to have this card set before you do anything with it. It's not a bad card by any means, but I don't think it'll... It'd be kind of like odd why you'd want to play this over Forbidden Dress. I think Forbidden Dress is just better, because this card means you'd have to have like if you're going second, this card is completely useless compared to Forbidden Dress, so... I think you just use Forbidden Dress over this, right? Oh, Forbidden Lance, sorry. Keep butchering the name. It's just the same kind of thing. And the upside is obviously this card can make it attack twice, which is interesting too. Maybe it's good in Melodious. Maybe it's a searchable card too. Like I don't know what Melodious does. I haven't actually played them in TCG or anything, so maybe it's a searchable card. So it's not a bad card, but I think it's probably just a discount Lance. So all right, next Supreme Archetype Magician. There's another Archetype Magician in the game. It's a fusion monster that takes one spellcaster type synchro monster and one spellcaster type monster. A spellcaster type synchro monster. So we're using synchro monsters now, are we? Actually, make the thing a bit bigger so you guys can actually see better. So you guys can probably read what I'm saying, but I don't know. Probably easier for something like that. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, so apparently we're fusion summoning with synchro monsters now. This monster can only be special summoned by fusion summon from the extra deck. When this card is fusion summoned, place 2 counters on it. This card gains 1000 attack for each spell counter on it. Once per turn, remove 1 spell counter from it from your side of the field to activate one of the following effects. Select 1 card on the field and destroy it. Oh, and you just choose out the draw card. So it's like, why would you want to use it then, right? I'm so confused. Like, wouldn't you just use the normal synchro monster then? I guess you can use the synchro monster, use up all its tokens, then fusion summon this, then use this card's new tokens? Because as it stands, it's literally just like the exact same card, only you can also choose to draw a card. I guess you can also, doesn't necessarily have to be used with Archetype Magician, I guess. So you can just get any old spellcaster type synchro monster, then get this card out, I guess. What spellcaster type synchros do we actually have in the game? Just out of curiosity. Might as well check while we're here. Get out of the way. Have we actually got any, like, major ones that are, like, easy to get out that are good for this card? We have 4. We have Fortune Lady Every. That's a good choice. You could use this as a... Use this to send it to the grave, and then use it as... It can resummon itself, right? Yes, you can send this to the grave and it can resummon itself. There's a combo. Loki, I don't think we're using that one. Archetype Magician, obviously, and Explosive Magician. This is an interesting combo, though. Alright. Alright, back to what we're doing. That's my final boy, respectively. Okay, okay. Explosive Magician with Fusion. You can destroy stuff or draw 2. I guess it can draw 2 as well. It's kind of cool. Would then Fortune Ladies use the Archetype Fusion? I have no idea. It's just that it sounds like a pretty amusing combo to use anyway. This card, as far as I'm rating it, seems pretty average because, like, you could just summon the normal Synchro monster and it does the exact same thing, except you did not choose to draw cards. But it sounds pretty amusing in Fortune Lady. I'd love to see someone try that. Especially considering, like, it's really easy to summon. Like, you get the Synchro monster out, like the Fortune Lady Every, and then you just put out the Spellcaster type monster, and then you can just fuse into it. Sounds pretty funny. It's probably something someone will try anyway, I imagine. I don't think I have many Fortune Lady cards, so I probably won't, but we'll see, maybe. Alright, Notoria Gaistrio. During either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated that targets exactly one card on the field and no other cards, you can send one card from your hand to the grave and negate the activation. And if you do, destroy that card. So, first of all, it's a targeting negate, so it stops things that are only targeting, so it's bad. 2, it's only if they're targeting exactly one card on the field, so again, pretty average. Things like Treacherous will still just blow this thing up. It's kind of a common thing, the effects that are, like, targeting only one card, like, they don't get used. Like, we have, or even look up an example. What's a negate trap? Where is it? This one. So something like this just never gets used. When a spell card that targets exactly one monster on the field and no other card is activated, you never see this card get played. It just doesn't get played. It's just targeting one effect is just not very good. Generally, that's from my experience anyway. I find that those cards just don't get play. Another good example actually is we have a Synchro monster that has a similar effect. Psychic Dude, I think. Where is he? This boy. If this card, where is it? During either turn, when you spell a card, is activated that targets exactly one psychic monster, you never see this card get played. There's way more cards that get played over it. And it's not even a hard card to summon, so I don't have much hope for cards like this Notoria one. Unless for some reason it's just really easy to summon since it uses 2 Earth Synchro monsters. It's so weird, 2 Earth Synchro monsters? I don't want to keep looking in Duel Links for which cards we've got, but I think I just kind of have to. Have we got many Earth Synchros we can use? I mean, there might be some in the box too. I haven't looked yet. Wait, these all Earth? Oh, we've got a shit ton of Earth, actually. Alright, well. Maybe it's a thing. Oh, Goyo Defender's easy. There's even a skill for that. Get your 2 Goyo Defenders out. Pog. Once per turn, if a monster you control Earth monsters, you can special summon one Goyo Defender from your extra deck. Boom. There's your combo. 2 Goyo Defenders can summon it instantly. Okay, well, there you go. Box already broken. Congratulations. Let's move on to the next card. I think this card's going to be pretty average. Unless, of course, it's just extremely easy to summon with the fusion spell that's in here. But We'll see. Super Heavy 2 Earth. Oh, Super Heavy's Earth? True. He's very good. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, those cards just have never been played, so it's like, yeah. Alright. Goyo Emperor. We're just talking about the Goyo cards. When this card or a monster you control that is owned by your opponent destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard. Why does that have to be a card? And a monster that you can. Oh, okay. You can special summon that monster to your side of the field. Okay, cool. When your opponent special summons a monster, except during the damage step, you contribute 1 Earth, whereas in that monster, take control of that monster. If you say stop card leaves the field, return control of all monsters you control to the owner. You just steal shit. You just fucking nick shit. Oh, this sounds so fun to play. It's like a boss mod. It's got a bunch of attack too. Oh, this sounds hella fun to play. It's probably not very good. Like, it's not nothing to protect itself. But you just fucking nick shit. Your opponent plays something, yeah, that's mine now. Obviously, you have to have Earth Warrior Synchro monsters to steal stuff. It's a pretty hard thing to do, but it's so hard to do. You have to Earth Warrior Synchros on the board. God, it sounds funny though. It's probably really bad. You can just use the Earth Hex to substitute it. The spell card uses Graveyard and Field for these fusions. Yeah, Go Defender's back out again. I guess Go Defender's gonna get played for a while. Good, it's gonna be a fantastic meme. Would love to see it played. Obviously, probably gonna be pretty bad. I'm probably gonna do a video on this at some point because it just sounds too much fun not to. Alright. Heal. None can survive the cold touch of this Sub-Zero warrior. Wow. Now he's got a rockin' 6-pack, just saying. Just gonna put it out there. Not a big fan of that green coloured hair though. Beautiful Beast Trainer. Wow. A rare female Beastmaster with a very dangerous whip. Alright, keep it in your pants, Chad, alright? I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it, Chad. I don't even try. Hourglass of Life. This creature grants power instead of shortening life. What? Did anyone ask? Instead of shortening life. What do you mean instead of shortening life? What? Okay. Thank you. Get your Uwus out of me, chat. Fuck off. Fuck that Uwu command. Behave. Heal. Oh, fucking damn it. This fucking card. Okay. Worm Illidan. Alright, so World of Warcraft's made it into the game. Each time a card is set on your side of the field, place 1 worm counter on this card. You can move 2 worm counters from this card, select 1 card your opponent controls, and destroy it. Alright, I don't think it's going to get much play because the worm deck currently sucks. Maybe there's some good worms up here. But it's nice to see they're keeping it free to play so far, considering I think the worm deck's fairly free to play, the main one, so I don't think there's any other worms in the box, but it's nice to at least have 1 new card added to it, and it's a nice removal. I don't think worms have any removal currently, so. Tam. Okay. Tam, the Melodious Diva. Wow. It's kind of like coming off the screen, but you guys are going to have to live with that, because I can't really, all these ones are... Why does this one have to... Whatever. If this card is special summoned while you control a Melodious monster, you can add 1 polarization from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Okay, so it's a searcher, not bad. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a fusion material for a fusion summon, you can target 1 Melodious monster you control, it loses 500 attack, and if it does, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Okay. So I don't really know what Melodious stuff does. That last bit of the effect seems a little bit weird. You're just kind of doing 500 damage, which is fucking nothing. Do the Melodious cards want your opponent to take damage for some reason? Do they get buffs from it? That's such a weird effect. It's a nice little search though. It's not bad to have a little search going on there. Easy search for Polly. Anyway, we'll have to see when we go through the rest of the box, because that's kind of a weird effect, though. Alright, Serenade the Melodious... Let's just fucking do this. Maybe you can see better now. So no, middle ground. There you go. Alright, Serenade the Melodious Diva. This card can be treated as 2 tributes for the tribute summon of a fairy type monster. After this card is special summoned to your side of the field, you can normal summon 1 Melodious monster during your main phase this turn, in addition to your normal summon set. Okay. Not really sure what to think of this one. I guess I have to go through the rest of them to find out if this card's actually useful, because the idea is you special summon this, then use it as tribute. It's weird that it's after this card is special summoned, then it has an extra normal summon. Because you think it just kind of a wasted effect, unless it's really easy to special summon this guy. Maybe there's something that needs 3 tributes? This would be pretty pog. What a weird effect. I don't really know how to rate this one either. I need to go through the bigger bosses to work out whether these cards are useful. It seems kind of average currently. You can special summon this, summon another 2 monsters, I guess, is probably the use. It's a bit odd, I don't know. Well, we have to wait and see what this card is. I can't really rate it right now without seeing the actual boss monsters of the deck or why you'd want these effects. Opera the Melodious Diva. Cannot attack the turn it is normal summoned or flips face up. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a fusion material for a fusion summon, you can activate this effect. For the rest of this turn, Melodious monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Not all that useful. We don't really have any back road that kind of destroys during like your turn, or like if they had like a treacherous, they just use it on the fusion materials beforehand. So there's not really any reason to use this card specifically. It has a nice stat line for level 4, 2300, but it's not all that useful really. Having an effect that... Yeah, it's not really all that useful. Maybe if you don't fusion summon during your opponent's turn with this deck, do you? If you do, maybe it's a little bit more useful. If you fusion summon during your opponent's turn, otherwise it's probably not all that great. He's approaching? What's approaching? God, you're so excited for a Yosenju card apparently. Yes, this card's probably not all that great unless you fusion summoning during your opponent's turn. I don't know. LG the Melodious Diva. Should literally just be named Edgy at this point. Goddamn. Special summon a Melodious monster you control. Special summoned Melodious monster you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. If this card is special summoned, all fairy type monsters you control gain 300 attack. Okay. So it stops your Melodious guys being killed by card effects. Not all that useful. We don't have much destruction in Duel Link. There's more banishing right now. I think. There's a few destruction effects actually. It's a bit of a lie. But then again, it can be destroyed by battle, so. It is level 5 too. Actually, I think I have seen some Melodious in TCG. I think my friend plays it. Then they have like a little lock with these cards actually. You have like this guy out and another one out. That stops them being destroyed by battle, and the other one stops them being destroyed by card effects. Okay, well, probably not all that useful unless it's just really easily special summonable. Once per turn, you can target 1 light monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You cannot activate non-light monster effects to activate this effect. What the fuck? That's a pretty shitty effect for something of such high level. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Chief. We're gonna move on from that one, it seems pretty bad. Solo the Melodious Songstress. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so a Cyber Dragon style effect. Not bad. When this card is destroyed battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Melodious monster from your deck. Okay. That's not a terrible effect. Opponent has to kill it though. You can use it as a tribute, or you just have it set as like your little blue eyes kind of thing. They kill it, you can summon your this guy from the deck if you like, or any of these other guys. Okay, I mean, I don't think it's it's not all that exciting. The special summon effect's kind of nice, especially if you're using fusion summoning with it. You're just kind of special. All right, well, that card might see play. It's not a bad effect, especially like going second. This card would be useful, but other than that, I don't know. It might be alright. Yes, even in WCS, people play Melodious and get top 12 with it and some fairies. Not bad. Another shitty burn. Is it a burn deck? Okay. Yeah, so this card, probably okay. Definitely better than some of the other stuff we've seen in here. Like, I don't think these two are all that exciting. And this one's just weird. Alright, Ninjutsu Art of Decoy. Target one face-up ninja monster you control. It cannot be destroyed by battle. Oh, it's a continuous effect. So you just target one of your monsters and they can't kill it. By battle, at least. Okay. Would you run this over a Canadia or a Floodgate? Probably not. So I don't think this is going to get play. Although I do know ninja cards and speller traps are pretty easily searchable, I think. So maybe you'd want it because it's searchable. Its effect's kind of rubbish though. Well, you're probably not going to use this over a Canadia or a Floodgate. Maybe it'll be a free-to-play alternative. I don't think it's going to get played. The only upside it has is that it's probably searchable. So maybe you'll use one of just because you can find it whenever you like. Miracle Synchro Fusion. Remove and play from your side of the field or your graveyard the fusion material monsters listed on a fusion card that lists a synchro monster as fusion material, and special summon that fusion monster from your extra deck. This special summon is treated as a fusion summon. If this set card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect into the graveyard, draw one card. So that secondary effect's not going to get used because Cosmic Cyclone exists, but the main effect, from your side of the field or graveyard. So use the graveyard, which is really useful. You can summon synchro monsters and if they get beat to death, you can just fucking fuse them. There's just so many interesting things you can do with this. Like you do like a like you do chain synchros, like you can summon a synchro monster, then they can use to chain into another synchro monster, kind of like how I'm trying to think of a really good example of like when they chain, when they just keep going higher. And then you can just use the synchro monsters that you've just put in the grave as the material. And then you have a synchro monster and that one. That's a really cool kind of effect. Oh, you're talking about synths? Okay. Just uses them anymore. I don't know about it. I assume this card's just the main. This card's gonna be the main synchro card for the or the main fusion card for these boys. Still have no idea what to think of this one. Okay, I mean it's nice to have. It's not like a quick play or anything though, so it's not super exciting. It's not like a super powerful synchro spell or anything, super powerful fusion spell or anything. But it's alright. Uses stuff in the grave, so better than a poly. Fortissimo. Okay. Continuous spell. Once per turn, you can target one Melodious monster you control. It gains 800 attack to your next standby phase. You can send this card from your graveyard. Fusion summon one Melodious fusion monster. Oh! You can send this card to the graveyard. Fusion summon one Melodious fusion monster from your extra deck. Okay. So this is like this is literally a poly for Melodious if you want it to be. It's not like a searchable card though. Like you can't search this using Mr. Poly searches though. Plus this card has to be on the board first to use it, which is kind of a weird effect. Huh. Dude, these effects are so weird. I guess it's like you could do this during like can you do this during the battle phase maybe? I'm not all too familiar with continuous effects now that I think about it. Can you do this during like the battle phase? Just swing in with your staff, then fusion to another one? Maybe? I don't know. It's just so weird. Other combo you can do with Miracle Synchro Fusion. Space is Immune Fusion plus Spore is Fusion Summon level 9 Synchro. Goyo Emperor, with those two cards, granted you have what goes in the graveyard skill. Okay. No, you can't. He's in spell seed, so you can't really use these. You can't use this during the battle phase. Feels bad, man. Seems like I don't know. I have no idea how to rate this card. Then it's kind of like weird. It's like does the poly that has an 800 attack buff if you want to use it? I guess you just play it, give you a monster attack buff, then fuse. Alright, well, it's kind of cool to see they have their own fusion spell, though. We'll see if it gets played. This card I don't think can be searchable with the little search boy we had down here. Yeah, so it can't, this card, maybe if they're using this card, they won't use this card at all, so just use poly instead. We'll see. Hidden Village, oh, wait, I've heard of this card. Hidden Village of Ninjutsu Arts. If a ninja monster is summoned to your field, you can target one ninja monster or one ninja art card in your graveyard, add it to your hand, but you cannot activate cards or the effects of cards with that name for the rest of this turn. Okay, so just add stuff back from the grave. If a ninja monster or ninja art card you control be destroy a battle or an opponent's card effect, you can banish one ninja monster from your graveyard instead. Protection from battle and card effects. And I think it's searchable too. So you might run one of these at least if you can search for it. You can reuse all the traps and stuff from the grave too, which is kind of cool. You can re-bring them back. Because I know like lots of the Ninjinju traps are used to special summon monsters, and when the monsters die, the trap goes. So this can be used to search for them back. It's got like a little protection effect too. Okay. I can see this getting some play maybe. So it's a little bit on the weak side, but since it's searchable, you might run at least a one-off maybe? It's a little bit on the weaker side of things, but it's kind of nice to have it. It's also just really good at recycling shit. So if you need to like recycle resources for ninjas, this is a really good card for that. It might see play just because it's like a really good recycling effect too. Oh, my camera's blocking the fucking card. You can see the card text at least. I don't even have the camera on for this stuff. And before terraforming, that'd be great. Yeah, you probably run one copy of the field spell. We'll see. I'm extremely happy about this box. It's kind of, I know Cade will be extremely happy about this box. His favorite archetype, I think he said, was Ninja, and he was really hoping they'd come back, so. Can it be searched the field spell? I assume so. We're not. Where's the fucking? Hang on, let me just open Duel game for a second. Where's the current ninja cards we've got? So I'm pretty sure I remember the trap card searching. Where is it? No, it wasn't that. Taking someone ninja monster from your hand to the graveyard, set one ninja art spell card directly from your deck. So you can probably use this if you want to. It sets the field spell. And this card might search for it probably. So there you go. Alright, let's keep going though. Spent too much time on that card. Alright. Bloom, Primer, the Melodious Choir. One Melodious Maestro monster and one Melodious monster. Okay. This card gains 200 attack for each fusion material used for its fusion summon. Oh, so it's one or more, okay. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase. If this fusion summon card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Melodious monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So it doesn't seem all that great. It might be something you run just as a one-off if you want to do like an OTK at some point. Like if you just happen to have a board state where you're just like, oh, we'll just summon this and beat your opponent to death, and it's going to swing twice. Because I don't see it getting too many, especially considering it seems to be using only board, and it's only using board stuff, right? Yeah, so it's only using board stuff, so it's only going to be like at max, what, 900 extra attack? It's not too standard, so it might be something you run as a one-off just for OTKing, but I don't think it's like going to be their main boss. I imagine. The field spell can be activated the turn it's set, so that's decent. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I assume if it'll be used as a one-off because you have a way to search it. So if you want it, you can have it. It's probably not going to be more than that though, because I don't think it's like a card that's like make or break. Stick this in your deck, or you're going to lose every game or win every game or whatever. It's not like that god tier of a card. It's kind of average at best, but it's a nice little recycling thing. You keep recycling stuff, so. And it has some protection, so against certain matchups, you know your opponent is running destruction. There you go. You now save from some destruction-y stuff. Alright, Ultimate Axon Kicker. One psychic... Why is it... Is that guy again? It looks like the psychic monster. One psychic type Synchro monster, one psychic type monster. This monster can only be special summoned by fusion summon from your extra deck. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects. Okay, it's kind of useful. During battle between this attacking card and a defense position monster's defense is lower than the attack of this card, inflict piercing damage as battle damage. When this card destroys opponent's monster by battle into the graveyard, you gain life points equal to... Oh, so it is that card, okay. Right, so the Synchro version of this card doesn't get played. And I believe, isn't there like an Assault Mode version of this card that also doesn't get played? So I'm going to imagine that this version of the card will also not get play, just based on the fact that the other ones don't, so its effect is pretty rubbish. We have a few psychic synchro monsters though. It's like, it's probably worth just looking to see which ones we have.
Card games on motorcycles!
Thank you for the follow, Majnife, or sorry I'm butchering your name. What was I looking for on that one? We have quite a few at this point, honestly. Gusto. Stick it in your Gusto decks, boys. Alright, I mean, I don't think it's going to get played, but I mean, we have quite a few at least to work with. That's kind of nice. You don't have an assault form, only fusion. Hyper Blast has the assault mode? Ah, okay. Yes, we analyze all the cards in this nightmare box. We have to go through them all. We have to analyze all the dog shit before we get to the good stuff. And there's some cards we've gone over that are okay. I really want to play with this card. It's such a great meme. I'm going to have like 3,000 games of just being complete dog shit with this card before I actually win something. I just remember at the start of the stream, I probably had it like this. You guys couldn't actually see what I was looking at all. God, it's kind of cringe. That's fine though. Alright, another worm card. Worm Yagen. If the only monster you control is a worm Zex, you can special summon this card from your graveyard in face down defense position. If you do, remove it from play when it's moved from the field. When this card is split face up, select one face up monster your opponent controls and return it to its owner's hand. Right. So this card has to be in the graveyard to be used first. That's already a bad start. Not super familiar with how the worm deck works, but this seems pretty average. It's a removal, I guess, for the deck. Seems pretty average though. I don't think this one's anything special. It's not going to bring worms back to being actually a good deck. I say back, but they're never ever a good deck, so this isn't going to make it any better, I would imagine. It needs like Worm Zex, so I don't know what Worm Zex is. Maybe there's a worm here that it combos with the one that's already in the game. Let me just check on Duel Links real quick to see if we've got a Worm Zex. No, it's not in Duel Links yet, so there must be another card coming up, maybe? Okay, well, we'll move on. Worm Queen. You contribute summon this card in the face-up attack position by attributing one Reptile Worm monster. Once per turn, you contribute one Reptile Worm monster to special summon one Reptile Worm monster from the deck with a level less than or equal to the monster attributed. Okay, another kind of weird effect in searches, but you have to have like for its a search effect to be like super useful, you've got to have a higher level monster on the board, I guess, unless there's a particular worm you want to search for. It does special summon it straight to the board, which is kind of nice. Like you can special summon this guy if you like, or something. Again, probably not going to bring worms back from the dead though, or even make them living in the first place. But it's there at least. We're not really much else to talk about with this card. Worms are just shit still. Until we see like a good worm card, I'm not going to get excited about any of the other trash in here. Alright. White Dragon Ninja. Cannot be special summoned except with Yosenju art. Card effects. Special spell and trap cards you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. Useless. Everyone uses Cosmic Cyclone, so dead card. Unless, of course, Cosmic Cyclone makes its way onto the ban list, which it could do. I'm feeling a Cosmic Cyclone limit coming on. It's a pretty popular card in Duel Links. It seems to be in every deck right now. I feel Cosmic Cyclone's definitely making it onto the ban list. The only reason Cosmic Cyclone, I think, has avoided the ban list for so long, or at least the limited list, is because the life point requirement thing that it's got, where it reduces your life points, it's heavily like advertises the skill part of Duel Links, where people use skills, because people don't have many ways to activate skills outside of Cosmic Cyclone. So Cosmic Cyclone having that minus 1,000 life points, I think, is what keeps it a viable keeps it alive from the ban list. It's only the main way of doing it. But yeah, this card's useless until then. Has a nice little attack stat though. Alright. Twilight Ninja Getsuga the Shogun. You can tribute summon this card by turning one ninja monster. If this card is in attack position, you can target 2 ninja monsters in your graveyard except Twilight Ninja the Shogun. Change this card to defense position. If you do, special summon those targets. Okay. That's kind of cool. It has to be 2 in the grave though, it's not an up 2 effect. 2. That's probably worthwhile mentioning. Although you can just tribute 2 monsters in the first place and then res those 2. Kind of a cool effect. Will it get play? Probably not. It might be a one-off again, but I don't think we really want this effect. Especially considering it's like a low attack stat, only high defense. It can raise some of your more useful ninjas though. There's like a lot of like ninjas that have kind of cool effects and they're low cost. You might have a couple of them in the grave just to tribute summon this guy in the first place. I guess it can also make you use effects that are not hard once per turn. Like if you tribute a ninja monster, send that ninja monster to the grave, re-res that ninja monster with this guy's effect, you can then use their effects again. So if there's not any hard ones per turn in ninjas, this card can kind of be abusable for them. Otherwise, it's probably not that great. Yeah, so you can't. It's not a hard one. It's not a It does require, say, it only uses 1 tribute, but you probably use 2 tributes for this card anyway, since you do need 2 in the grave to summon them. Otherwise, you can't only summon just 1. Kind of cool effect. Well, it's probably not going to get all that use because it's only a rare card and there's probably better ninjas in here, but it's kind of cool to see. It's not a terrible effect. Sonata the Melodious Diva. If you control a Melodious monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Alright, that's a good effect. While this special summon card is on the field, all fairy type monsters you control gain attack and defense. Okay, we don't care about that secondary effect, but the first effect, there you go. Melodious stuff. Free special summon thing, you can use it for tribute summon, you can use it for fusion summon, since this thing seems to be using board stuff. It's not like it uses a graveyard or hand, like all the cooler fusion cards like this one. Yeah, so we've got a cool little Melodious that can special summon itself. Good effect. We'll probably see play, I imagine. Nice little effect. Cannon the Melodious Diva. If you control a Melodious monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay, again, not a bad effect. You can only special summon combos once per turn this way. Once per turn, you can target 1 Melodious monster you control, change its battle position. Now, I don't know what the use of that is, but there may be some card that likes to change its battle position. But it's kind of cool. Another card that you can special summon, these cards can easily see play with those effects. Make it really easy to fusion summon using them. Alright, Mozart? The Melodious Maestra. Once per turn, you special summon one light fairy type monster from your hand. You can special summon other monsters. You cannot special summon other monsters from your hand. Oh, except light monsters, okay. So this is a level 8, so it's kind of hard to summon in the first place. So it's probably not all that exciting, I wouldn't imagine. Especially since this seems to be a fusion deck, so summoning a card from hand probably isn't all that great. So I don't see this card being all that great, just off the cards we've gone through. There might be some combo in here that I'm missing. This card's like really good for. But just off like its main effect, it doesn't seem all that great. So these cards seem to be the main POG ones so far. There's probably some other cards in here that are probably alright too. Are any cards in the previous boxes returning in this box? Probably, but I don't know. But it's hard for leakers to see which cards are returning because they can only see what cards are new. They can't see what cards... obviously, when you look through leaks, you don't really see what cards are returning, I imagine. Old cards to be added? I think these were event cards. So yeah, it's kind of hard to... we don't know which ones are reruns. The 2 tribute monster. Well, this one. I don't see this card. This card has to be special summoned first for its like secondary effect to be useful. It seems so weird. Either we'll move on. Okay. Yellow Ninja. If this card is normal summoned or flipped face up, you can special summon one level 4 or lower ninja monster from your hand in attack position or a face down defense position. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from your extra deck for the rest of this turn except ninja monsters. You use the effects of nail ninja once per turn. Okay. So that's a cool effect. Summon it, you can another summon instantly. This card will probably see play in ninja decks. It seems like a good effect. If you're using other level 4s, which I imagine you are. Yeah, this card will probably see play. So it seems like it's just a good effect in general. You just summon another ninja. 2 summons in a turn, why not? Especially considering you're attributing stuff a lot with ninjas, so... Sure. Yeah, there's not much else to say about it, it's just a good card. It'll probably see play, I imagine. Alright, onto the POG cards now. Valhalla Hall of Fallen. That's true actually. That's a good way of special summoning this guy, right? The Valhalla. This card, I mean. That's true. Alright. Storm Dragon's Return. Target one banished monster. Special summon it to your field, but return it to the hand during the end phase. What? Right. Okay. I don't think this card's all that great, because it's kind of like, it doesn't seem all that great because it's a trap card. If it was a spell, it'd be pretty pog. Thunder Dragon? Oh yeah, it probably is a Thunder Dragon card actually, you're right. Just from the card art, it has Storm on it. There's probably some use for it that I'm not really seeing here. Most of the ninjas, I guess. There's probably some effect I'm not really seeing with it. Some good effect. But like, the fact that it's a trap card means it's super slow. It's not even that good with Shiranui, because the Shiranui effects, like, you have to manually activate on your turn, right? So you just special summoning a monster that just kind of sits there. It's good shield, I guess, and returns to the extra deck. Yeah. Seems pretty average for the most part. There might be some particular combo I'm not seeing with it that we'd have to go through later, but for now, yeah, doesn't really seem all that exciting. Alright. Ninjutsu Art of Super Transformation. Activate this card by turning one ninja monster you control and one face-up monster your opponent controls. Send them to the graveyard, then special summon one dragon, dinosaur, sea turn monster from your deck whose level is less than or equal to the combined original levels of that monster. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Okay. Now this is cool. This is literally the ninja card, except it uses your opponent's monster as well. That's so cool. Damn, that's a good card. If your opponent, like, oh, it's so good. It is still shit. You can it's removal as well as summoning a fucking big boy at the same time. That is so good. This is so good. Hell yeah, this is gonna see play in ninja decks. It's actually so good. It can special summon dragon, dinosaur, or sea serpent, by the way. So, to just point this out, when I made a ninja deck as a meme a while back, I used like level duplication or something, and I made my fucking shitty ninja level like 9 or something, and then you combo it with a card like this, and you can summon literally any fucking card from the deck you like, whichever one you want. Any boss monster you like that happens to be a dragon, a dinosaur, or a sea serpent, you can summon it. You want a fucking Daedalus? Have a Daedalus. It's so, this card is so abusable with skills. You just make your monster like a level like 10 or something, using like your fucking level duplication or augmentation or whatever one you like to use, and there you go. You can summon boss monsters from the deck, whichever ones you like. That's super cool. That's super cool. You're probably going to be summoning ninjas with it in this case, because you want to make a ninja deck, so you probably want to use ninjas. But this card is so abusable. If there's some boss monster that people are dying to summon, this card can fucking summon it. So it'll be really cool. Ninja Horus will finally work. Has Horus got a summoning effect on it? Like saying it can't be special summoned except by whatever? Probably not. One dragon, dinosaur, sea... Oh, it's supposed to have winged beast on it actually. Like the other ninja card has. I don't know, interesting. Alright. Well, this card, Pog. Most Pog card we've seen so far. Excited to use it. Is there going to be gameplay here? How? The cards aren't out yet. How am I going to do gameplay of it? The cards aren't out yet. First movement solo. If you control a monster, special summon one level for a lot lower, Melodious monster from your hand or deck. Okay. You can only activate first solo once per turn. You can also summon Melodious monsters to your hand. Okay. Right. Alright, so I guess these cards make a lot more sense now. Especially this one. This one makes a lot more sense now. Wow. That's a cool effect. Alright. There you go. We now have a reason to use these other Melodious cards. Every single one of the low level ones can just be summoned from your deck, searched for and summoned whenever you like. That is fucking good. That is really good. So obviously going to be a 3 of in every Melodious deck. Really, really good. Alright, let's move on to the next card, because this one, there's not much else to talk about with this. It's just really good. It's a search for any of the Melodious cards. Or the low level ones anyway. So it's probably your main combo piece, I imagine. Old Entity Hastor. 1 tuner, 1 or more non-tuner monsters. So a generic level 4. By the way, it's generic level 4. If this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Equip this card from your graveyard to that monster. That monster cannot attack or is face negated. If this card leaves the field while equipped to an opponent's monster by this fate, take control. Oh. What? If this card leaves the field while equipped to an opponent's monster by this fate, take control of that monster this card is equipped to. Okay. So I was originally seeing this and I was thinking, wow, this card's going to be a card you're going to use with these cards. But then I saw it's a fucking reptile. It's generic though, so it's kind of cool. A generic level 4 synchro. We don't have many of them yet. I think we have like 1 actually. That's kind of cool. Like, if you happen to have a deck that can summon a level 4, you'd probably just run this. Just, like, if they kill it, you just make one of their monsters useless. If you manage to then remove this card, like you banish it yourself with a Cosmic or something, you then steal their monster. Even better. Yeah, it's a pretty cool card. Yeah, I can imagine this seeing some play in some decks that happen to use level 4. It's the best. It's probably the best level 4 synchro we have in the game currently, because we only have one other one. So, if you happen to have a level 4 synchro, there you go. You got one now. Power Tool Mecha Dragon. Okay, very anime style card. During your turn, when an equipped spell card is equipped to this card, you can draw one card. You can use this effect to Power Tool Mecha Dragon once per turn. Okay. Once per turn during other player's turn, you can target one appropriate face-up equipped card on the field, equip that target to this card. It's a generic synchro. Seems pretty bad. It's just a draw one card. It's only a once per turn effect too. Oh, so it can be used on your opponent's equipped cards too, right? What the fuck? It's like Fetus Chambers Dark Necrophy had a baby. Like, okay, I mean, true. I don't want to imagine Dark Necrophy doing anything in the bedroom, to be honest, but thank you for that visual image, Brad. Much appreciated. Yeah, I don't think this card's gonna get much play. It's just kind of there. It seems pretty bad. Like, if there happens to be a meta where there's fucking equipped cards everywhere, there you go, you can steal off you. But other than that, it seems pretty average. I don't know. Could be wrong on that, but it seems pretty bad. Not going into this box for my fucking ninjas is going to be so hard. I think it should be. It'll probably be worth it, dude, if you want to build a ninja deck. This card has made me so excited for ninjas. I wasn't like giving a shit about ninjas until I saw this card. This seems so much fun. You can summon any boss you like. Think about this in the future. They release some ridiculous dumb boss monster that's really hard to summon. That happens to be a dragon, dinosaur, or sea serpent. Here you go. You have a card you can use to summon it. I can make a meme video using it. I've already done a meme video using the other ninja card that happened to summon Winged Beast. So I was able to summon, I think, one of the Earthbounds using it. So this card I can probably do the same later on, which would be really fun. It's really cool to have it in the game. Even if it doesn't become like a top tier deck, it's cool to have something like this. Alright, Worms X. This is the card that combos with Yagen. When this card's normal summoned, you can send one Reptile monster from your deck to the graveyard. If you control a face-up Worm Yagen, this card can always try battle. Oh, so you use this to send this to the grave, and then when this is in the grave, you can special summon it. Okay. Weird little combo. Not really sure what the use is here, but there's a combo there. Okay, cool. I don't think it's making Worms top tier yet. I'm still not convinced. Alright. Yosenju. Oh, sorry. Is this the new Yosenju card everyone in the chat was getting excited for earlier? Yosenju Karma 1. If this card is normal summoned, you can immediately, after this effect resolves, normal summon one Yosenju monster from your hand, except Yosenju Karma 1. If you control another Yosenju monster, you can target one face-up card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. This card can be used once while this card is face-up on the field. Once per turn during the end phase, return it to the hand. Okay, so it's a good Yosenju card. You'll just stick it in the deck. You can like send things like your opponent might have a drowning, send it back to hand. Why not? You can remove their monsters, so you can hit directly. And remove their extra deck cards, send their extra deck monsters back to the grave. Or back to the extra deck. Hell yeah, it's a good Yosenju card. Not that I really want Yosenjus to be meta, because they're kind of cancerous, to be honest. But, yeah. It will definitely see play on Yosenju. it is a good card. Especially against all these like new Melodious fusion monsters and stuff. You can just send the fusion monsters to the extra deck. Because sending to hand is a much stronger effect than destroying generally. Because you can just fucking send them to the extra deck and they never come back again. Or they don't have like immunity to sending to hand. No, Pog card will be used. Alright. Yellow Dragon Ninja. Cannot be special summoned except with the effect of Ninja Monster or Ninja Art card. Once per turn, quick effect, you can send one Ninja Monster and one Art card from your hand or face on the field to the graveyard. Then target up to 2 spell trap cards on the field and destroy them. So it's a good background removal. Not bad. I can see ninjas using this. Why not? Depends on if like you just use 3 Cosmic Cyclone instead. But still. Obviously, you can activate things in response to this, so it may not be. Oh no, it is a quick effect too. So you can use it during like your opponent's turn. Like if you summon this guy during your opponent's turn after they set some monsters, like before their battle phase or something, you can then just like during their battle phase, you can then return all their back row to hand, and you're pretty happy. Where's the ninja card? When this card leaves, we'll banish that monster, so we'll banish it. Okay, well it's a cool little effect. It's kind of nice. Yeah, that dragon is a dino. What the fuck? This guy's a dinosaur? Why? Why is this a dinosaur? What? He doesn't even look dinosaur related. He's a dude with a dragon on his arm. Why is he a dinosaur? Just not ask questions. That is really, really silly though. What the fuck? Alright, well I see this card might see play in ninja decks, especially if you can just use it as a one-off. If you want to special summon using this card, anything from the deck, you may just choose, here's your Dragon Ninja, because why not? Alright. Mystric Holder. If this card is normal special summon, you can discard 1 card, apply the following effects, depending on the type of card discarded. Monster, add 1 trap card from your graveyard to your hand. Spell, add 1 monster from your graveyard to your hand. Trap, add 1 spell from your graveyard to your hand. Is it level 5? Ugh. Yeah, I don't think we have any use for this card. Not that I can think of. I don't really know what this card's being used for, to be honest. It seems pretty average. All the card Dragon Ninjas different types? Okay. Do you watch Naruto? Speciality is to transform into a dino? What the fuck? No, I don't watch Naruto. Not been a fan of too many shoguns, or whatever they are. Is Naruto even a shogun? Might be. Either way, I don't really watch that stuff. I do watch anime, but not Naruto. Alright. Soprano, the Melodious Songstress. When this card is special summoned, you can target 1 Melodious monster. Oh, this is a level 4 by the way, so it's usable with the this dude. You can target 1 Melodious monster in your graveyard, except Songstress mode, add it to your hand. You only use this effect once per turn. Once per turn, you can fusion summon Melodious fusion monster from your X deck using monsters you control as fusion material, including this card. Okay. So this guy is probably more likely to be used than this. You're probably going to be using this as your main fusion spell. Same as the way Gravekeepers do. So, first movement solo plus this card, there you go. This card alone just kind of makes a fusion summon then, right? As long as you have one in the grave already. Damn, this card makes the Melodious actually like so good, because you can just search for this card whenever you like. Because you just special summon this guy. You can then just use your normal summon any other of these guys, and you can fusion summon into the next card we're about to talk about. Also, Yosenju is the only one that can be special summoned by Getsu Shogun. Okay. Sculptor, the Melodious Maestro. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Schuberta? Okay, Okay, 2 Melodious monsters are really, really easy to summon. During either player's turn, you can target up to 3 cards in any graveyard, banish them, and if you do, this card gains 200 attack for each. During either player's turn, so you can do it during your turn, then during your opponent's turn for quite a bit of attack. Okay. That actually stacks up pretty quickly. Oh, this effect can only be used once while this card's face up on the field, never mind. Right. So that's not all that exciting as a boss monster. Last time I did this though, when I said like a boss monster was pretty bad, I was completely wrong. Especially like with the invokes, they ended up looking really fucking strong, obviously, and the fucking ritual beast, they ended up being really strong. But this card seems like its effect doesn't seem all that great, all that exciting. Schuberta? Okay. This is the only Melodious card we've got too, the only fusion one. I guess I have to wait and see. I can't really, like, from first glance, the effect of this card seems pretty, like, it doesn't do anything, nothing too exciting. Melodious fucking, stick it in a Shiranui deck, there you go. Otherwise, it doesn't seem all that exciting. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. Melodious could end up being top tier. Like, the rest of the deck seems pretty functional, especially with, like, shit like this, having, like, sick combos. This card by itself seems hella average. There's a rare fusion. Oh, yeah, there was this one. This one gains even more attack than the previous one. You can attack twice. Super odd. I guess we have to wait and see, because I can't really rate this card. Like, just looking at it, it seems pretty average, but maybe just the deck itself will just end up being top tier anyway, just for how it works. So it doesn't seem all that exciting, to be honest. I just think this box is great. Miracle Fusion and Lion Fusion is Angelica, Trumpeter, Synchro, late game strategy. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. Damn, I thought the Melodious were getting so much more exciting. I was so excited about them after seeing this card. I was like, damn, this is like a really pog deck. Then I see this, I'm like, no, this effect's really boring. Like, even if the deck turns out to be like top tier, god, their fusion monsters are fucking boring. Nothing excited about this. Now, like, this card, hella fun looking. This one, Resident Sleeper. Alright, Gearfried, the Red Eyes Iron Knight. Once per turn, if either player equips an equip card to this card, you can destroy those equip cards. Then, you can destroy one spell trump card your opponent controls. Now, there is a combo with this. Once per turn, you can send one equip card you control that is equipped to this card to the graveyard and target one level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster in your graveyard to summon it. Anyway, okay. So, there's an infinite loop in Duel Links that was used with Gearfried. It's a card that when destroyed can keep equipping. I don't think it's a monster. It's probably not something you're going to play in this deck, but it's really interesting and just to have it in the first place. What the fuck is its name? I think it's high level. What the fuck was it called? Does anyone know? It's like a really dumb combo you could do with this card, actually. Is it this one? When this card is sent to the graveyard, you target one face of the monster in the field, equip that target with this card. So this card could actually be used for this. It's a really good meme. It's kind of like an infinite loop. You can equip this to the monster, then use it to be destroyed, it goes to the grave, it comes back again, equips to the monster, destroy it, goes back. Pretty good meme. I love it. Back to the point though, because I don't think it's actually a combo that's going to be seen, but it's kind of cool to just exist. Will this card actually be any use though? I mean, Red Eyes does use a lot of equip stuff. Like, it's actually really good for Red Eyes, actually, because like Red Eyes already uses a shit ton of equip stuff, eh? Is this a warrior? It is a warrior too, so it can be used with Red Eye's fusion, so it doesn't even take up like a spot on the deck. You can just cut the warriors that are in there and place this card in instead. That's actually a pretty pog buff to Red Eyes. Will it bring Red Eyes back? Probably not. Still a pretty nice buff to have though. These on attack beat stick, which is unaffected by spell and traps. I can attack twice with duel. With the Melodious trap card? Maybe. The trap card does seem okay. But then again, you wouldn't use the trap card, you just use the quick play spell instead, right? I would imagine. You might use it, I don't know. Yeah, I like this card. This card's good. The fact that it's a warrior also makes it really good, because you can just use it with Red Eye's fusion. Good back row clear and stuff. To be fair though, Red Eyes doesn't necessarily need back row clear, since most stuff is target anyway. So like, you know, like Canadians you can just stop anyway. It gets rid of things like drowning and stuff. Because like the Red Eyes obviously already has a big negate effect that can stop most back row stuff. Mr. Slash Dragon anyway. I guess this card can help remove things like Floodgate though, and things like drowning and all that kind of shit. Someone designed to be used as Red Eyes Fang with Chain? What the fuck is Fang with Chain? Oh yeah, sick card. Alright. Target one of those monsters you control, equip this card to it. It can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during each battle phase. You can send this equipped card to the graveyard, type 1 effect monster on the field, equip that type to this. If you do, and a monster is equipped to that effect. Okay. I guess we don't have that in Duel Links though, but okay. I think this card will definitely see play in the Red Eyes deck anyway. Alright, let's move on to the final ninja card and the Pog Boy. This is the card that I believe I saw Decade on stream fucking having orgasms over. Like, he was saying he really wanted this card to be added to the game for some reason, so it must be good. When this card's normal summon, you can add 1 Ninjutsu art card from your deck to your hand. There you go. It's a searcher for your fucking this dude or the other Ninjutsu art cards. You want your goddamn field spell, there's your field spell. You want your fucking really shitty trap card that no one's going to use, or that you might use one of since it's searchable. There you go. Of course this card is pog as fuck. This is actually really, really, really good for ninjas. Holy shit. This card, for this card alone, your deck is set to go. Damn. Okay. Damn. It's actually so good seeing these two. This card by itself is so sick. You just use this, get this, pass the turn. Your opponent even tries to like Cosmic Cyclone this, you inactivate it in response, still their fucking shit. Oh, I don't think this card leaves the field, banish that monster. But at least it still removes your opponent's monster, I guess. That's kind of cool. Damn. Oh, it's actually so exciting. I would love to see this card play, actually. Hopefully Joe will have it as level Overlord. Ah, it's possible. Oh yeah, he's really good. Even as he's after 10 years. You get reprint. Nice. With the older ninja support, there's a ninja super draw engine. I'm pretty sure there was actually, yeah. I do remember the old ninjas. Alright, so now that we've gone through the actual cards, I want to see what ninja art cards we've got in Duel Links right now. Before we go through the Joey cards, because there's a few more leak cards we can take a look at before we end the stream anyway. But before that, let's actually have a look at the ninja cards we've got. Because that's probably the deck we're most excited for, right boys? Alright, so the ninja art cards we've got. So this card is basically the same as the new trap card we just saw, only I think it only uses your monsters. Add this card to your face up ninja monster, special summon 1 beast, wing type, insight monster from your hand or deck. Yeah, so it does the exact same thing, except it doesn't steal an opponent's monster as well. So you probably won't use this card now, since that other card is just strictly better. But it is still there, it is still an option. And this one can grab winged beast, or insects for some reason, so yeah. We have Ninja Artist's Shadow Ceiling. 2 on this monster, 1 monster your opponent controls, banish that target. Oh, tribute one ninja monster to target one monster your opponent controls, banish that target. While this card is banished, its monster card zone cannot be used. When its face-up card leaves the field, return that card. Okay, so it's like a little removal card, probably not going to be all that useful. We have duplication, tribute one ninja, to summon a number of ninja monsters from your deck in face-up attack position or face-down defense position, with combined levels equal to than or less than the level of the tributed monster. Oh my god, so many oh my god, I want to try this stuff so much. Try the ninja deck so much. Like, using the skills makes the deck so abusable too. You just use like level duplication or level augmentation or whatever. Because I remember these guys were the ones that were generally used. These two are the little, the original bosses. May not get played now because this guy's a winged beast, so we can't summon him with the new spell. This guy's a beast too, so I think we can summon this guy with the new spell actually as well. Wait, so what is the new spell? Which ones does it use? It needs dragon, dinosaur, or sea serpent. So we can only use the new ninjas. All the old ninjas are actually kind of useless. Oh, okay. So we actually can't use the old approach we were using. Let's use things like blue ninja. Okay. Wow. I just thought these cards had been usable. I didn't realize. So we won't actually be using these guys anymore if we're using the new one instead of this. Okay. Well. Take the ninja to the find all cards. What? No, we're not going to be doing that today, Malik. He'd stick it in a blue eyes deck. Yeah, I guess he could. Alright, let's look at the Joey cards now. Or the other leaked cards we have. So we've gone through the box. In summary, ninjas look pretty fucking pog, because this card is actually sick. And this card is actually sick. Melodious, I have no clue how to rate them. I know when I rated Ritual Beast and Invoked, I didn't rate them really highly, because their monsters didn't seem all that powerful from the fusions alone. And this card, it's kind of feeling the same way to me. This card seems like really like average as a fusion monster. But maybe it'll get carried by the rest of the deck. Anyway, I don't know. This card's really good for Melodious, but this one I still have no idea whether it's good or not. Seems super weird. Other cards to be excited for. This card was kind of interesting. There's like not really very many good synchro thingies though. This card seems super like bad. And the only other ones we had were these three. So there's some really cool combos with the Goyo cards that we're probably going to be seeing with this guy and maybe this guy too. So as soon as there's going to be an interesting little Goyo deck you're going to be doing with these two. With Goyo defenders and stuff. But that's probably about it. Other than that, the rest of the box didn't seem all that exciting to me. But yeah, so I think the first decks I'm going to be trying anyway is definitely Ninja and probably trying to do some dumb shit with these two. Because why not? In your search bar, take the A off of ninja cards. Oh. What, ninja? Oh, okay, so we have these two. Once per turn, send one ninja monster from your hand to the graveyard. Yeah, it's the search card, we got a second ago, and this is the draw card. You can control a ninja art card, destroy a face-up ninja art cards you control, then draw 2 cards. Pretty pog. Really good little draw engine. I assume you will be using these two in the ninjas because they're really fucking good. Probably only using a couple of this, but it is again a searchable card, so cool. Alright, so let's go through the might skip this. Go, that's alright, buddy. Alright, so the other leaked cards. So first we have the February ranked awards. We have Leodrarch's main. Select one face-up Notorio monster you control. Its attack becomes 3000 and its effects are negated. Interesting. I mean, why not? There's some. You make any of your shitty Notorio monsters really big and powerful. I don't think it's going to make Notorio meta, but it's nice to have. I assume Notorio decks will use it, because why not? It's not like a quick play or anything, so that makes it pretty weak too. It's not a terrible card though. Yeah, probably not going to be all that great. It's still only to the end phase too, so... Gula Horn or some shit. Must be activated from the... okay. Must be activated from the graveyard. Target one Azir monster you control. This turn it is unaffected by the effects of other spell or traps. During your third phase after activation, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the combined attack of all monsters you control. What the fuck? Okay. Weird fucking... what? What the fuck? Okay. Just fucking nuke your opponent with one of your fucking god cards? Or your god cards. Fucking have a Loki on the board and just nuke your opponent with this. I mean, it has to be on the third end phase. And it has to be your end phase. So 3 of your turns you have to survive before this does its nuke. Nordic Gods Pog. There'll probably be some dumb stream I do with this card at some point. It'll be like, stream doesn't end until we nuke someone with Galahorn. That sounds like a fun stream, actually. Might do something dumb with that at some point. That's kind of amusing. Alright. Move on to the leaked cards. So, we have no card image. Wow, sick card. Sasuke. Oh, Sasuke's in the game. Oh, you Naruto fanboys? I think, is it Sasuke or Naruto? I think it's Naruto. If this card battles a monster, toss a coin and call heads or tails. For damage calculation, if you call it right, destroy the opponent's monster with this effect. Alright, stick it in your fucking Desperado decks. Here you go. Here's a new card for Desperado if you want it. Other than that, not much else to say about it. It won't get used other than that. It's kind of weird that this card is a continuous spell, considering it's also a monster. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. This was the card the Nordic guy in the anime used and made him lose the game. Oh, Pepe hands. This card can attack your opponent directly. If this card is sent from the field to the grave, you can target one dragon or a spell tiles monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. And level 5? I mean, the only reason people are going to be using this card is for really dumb OTKs. Other than that, it's probably not going to get used at all. It's really dumb OTKs. Other than that, it's pretty average. Especially considering it grabs stuff from the grave. You don't really care about searching for stuff from the grave. Oh, it's only Nor monsters too? Yeah, get that out of my face. Disposable. We're going to go through this card because it's in the game currently and I don't really care about it. It's also in the game currently. Banisher of the Light. A fairy monster. Any card since the graveyard is banished instead. So an interesting tech card that could be used. Like, imagine having this versus Dark Lord deck, for example. You just fucked the shit out of Dark Lords. They can no longer be played. So, cool little tech card. You might see this in extra decks in Duel Metas tournaments because if your opponents are playing Dark Lords, you can just run 3 of this card. If you get it, your opponent loses the game. So, it's definitely a good little extra deck card anyway. Not extra deck, side deck card. Oh, that grass looks green. It gets banished. Oh, damn. To be fair, the cards are going to be banishing with the grass looks green. It will be fucking Shiranui cards, which like to be banished anyway. But it's the thought that counts, right? It's the thought that counts. I guess you get to banish the Shiranui tuner though, maybe. I don't think you particularly want to use that versus Shiranui. Alright, the Galahorn dude. Big win. And Armored Lizard. A lizard with very tough height and a vicious bite. Wow. Alright. Anything else to look at here? No new skills or anything interesting? Some fucking sales. A cool animation I guess we can check out. Because... oh, where's the animation? There you go. Other than that, I think that's it, boys. I think we're done. That will be my box review. Thank you all for watching this. But yeah, Any final remarks, chat? Anything else you want me to cover while I'm here? All this if you missed anything from this stream, it'll be a VOD of it. Will be up on YouTube shortly after this. So I have to wait for it to finish doing its rendering process on Twitch first. Yeah, so other than that, I think I'm done. Gone through all the cards, talked about which cards think are going to be good, which cards are kind of average. Skip or buy? I think that this box is definitely going to be one of those boxes that it's completely dependent on what you want. Like if you want to play ninjas, buy. Otherwise, I think ninjas, even if they do become like a top tier deck, they're probably not going to be much stronger than the other meta decks anyway. So it's probably going to be like, if you want to play ninjas, you can buy this box. If you're looking to play competitively, there's probably other decks that are just as strong as these anyway. Like, I don't think it's going to be like a tier 0 deck. It might get tiered. Like, this card does seem pretty strong. But I don't think it's like, you have to buy it or you're going to lose every game of Duel Links you play for the rest of eternity. Like, it's not like you have to invest in this box if you don't want to. It's just kind of, if you want to play ninjas, invest into it. Melodious, I'm not really sure on. You have to wait till the box comes out for that, because I have no idea if that deck's going to be good. It seems pretty average from just me looking at it. Level 5 Spellcaster good for Dark Magician deck? You may have to be a bit more specific on that one. This guy? Probably not. Seems pretty bad. If that's the one you're talking about. Alpha Ninjas and Yosenju. I'm obviously definitely going to go into this box because I have to. It's kind of my job, but there's some other cool cards in here too. Like, these cards look really fun to play with, at least. Especially this one. This one looks really fun to play with. Fantastic meme videos are going to be made with this card. Either way, I should end this video because this is going to be a stream VOD on YouTube and I don't want it to be going for too long. So, thank you for tuning in. Feel free to hit the follow button up above. If you want to support the streamer, feel free to use your Twitch Primes and sub to the streamer if you want to. Very useful, help me actually open boxes like this because, yeah, they're fucking expensive. If you missed anything, this VOD will be on YouTube, so you can watch it all on there anyway. There'll probably be a Twitch bot as well you can look at. Other than that, thank you all for watching. For you people on YouTube, feel free to subscribe, comment if you have any feedback or any questions about the new box. I'll probably answer most of them anyway. I read all my comments, so